Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now Taylor on first down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, Taylor. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he works free. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second down, here's Taylor. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Slow.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, this is Guice. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. A quick hitter complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's caught by Penny. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Get reset. Hey, easy. Back to north. Check 99. 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Hey, where y'all going? I got you.
On first down, Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hogan. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, where y'all going? Get reset. Hey, easy. Here we go. 58. We didn't get it.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. He's to the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jerron Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now it's the backup Lauletta. On the move to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and get it with Geis. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Geis on the counter. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Third down, here's Geis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it. 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vinny Curry able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Lauletta on 3rd and goal. This pass caught with the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. Here we go with Geis. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And it's up and good. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Rodgers now on third down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Rodgers again now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
A final shot before the break for Lauletta. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
Let's go.
creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Inside. Jump out.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
That's a nice play by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. Excellent body control, a tall corner who often has to really do a great job of bending his knees to stay with his receivers. He just did a nice job there. The man they call DRC got a PBU for pass broken up.
Look at you, Mr. Acronym. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run here. Abdullah.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go back to Abdullah on first. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Zone.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We are going. Hey, check 26. 319.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hurry up. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And right side caught Hogan.
Let's go.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Quick hitch, complete. It's Hogan. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Rodgers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Rodgers now on first down. Steps away. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard. Line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. Buying time to his left. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Lawletta. And this is going to be incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Now it's Peterson. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A dump off for Abdullah. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Rodgers. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Abdullah. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Lauletta off to Geis on the screen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Lauletta to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Vinny Curry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Let's go. Here we go. 58.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Geis receives the pitch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now it's Laletta. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Inside. Jumbo. Strong right.
It's just me and you.
Gun.
Switch.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Hey, 88.
Check 52. Alert flare.
Here we go. 58.
Check.
Here we go. 58.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Cali. Zone left, Cali.
A second down run for Abdullah. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Go, hey, let's go, come on.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Reset. Hey, easy. Oko, over here.
Check, check. Presto, presto, presto.
Hurry up.
Rodgers with a keeper. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Let's go, come on.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for L.A., they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden.